Hello to my dear congregants. After a few days break, we're back on with daily Divrei Torah. Unfortunately, the Jewish world has lost one of their great Torah giants, Rabbi Norman Lamm, Rosh Yeshiva of Yeshiva University for over 25 years, a great exponent of modern Orthodoxy and religious Zionism, rabbi of the famous Jewish Center on the West Side, editor of Tradition magazine, and one of the greatest darshanim of the 20th century. I want to share with you an idea that he presents, and it's titled, All the World's a Wedding. What does this mean? We learn in Gemara in Masechet Eruvin, Daf Nun Daled, Chatof ve'achol, Chatof ve'eshted, Dilma, de'alma de'azlinan minei, ki hilula dami. Grab food, grab drink, because the world that we are leaving is one big wedding. What does this mean? Rashi tells us a person should appreciate the gifts that HaKadosh Baruch Hu gives us in this world. That's Rashi. However, Rabbi Lamm, who is an expert on Hasidic literature, quotes a Hasidic interpretation that compares our world, our lives, to one big wedding. And he says as follows: go to a wedding, you have the smorgasbord, the meat, the wine, the dancing, the music, the flowers, an unbelievable event with guests and dresses and tuxedos. He says, but none of this makes sense. This whole setting doesn't make any sense unless there is a bride and a groom, in which the groom says to the bride, Hareat Mekudeshet. If he doesn't do this, if there's no actual betrothal, then Rabbi Norman Lamm writes, then the guests have come in vain. The eating is gluttony. The camaraderie is irrelevant. The toasting is a meaningless gesture, and the dancing is weird, unless there is a Hareat Mekudeshet li. And he says this is a parable for life. We do so many things in life to get ahead. We're ambitious and we work hard and we save up money. There are all these things that we do in our lives. All these, to celebrate everything that we do. And the question is there a betrothal? Is there a connection with HaKadosh Baruch Hu at the center of our lives that makes everything else make sense? Because if that's missing, then it's essentially a wedding without a bride and a groom. And just to quote the poetic words of Rabbi Lamm, and if there is no God, no Torah, no mitzvot, then all of our efficiency, all of our wealth, all of our achievements, all of our activities are like the macabre gyrations of an intoxicated guest who dances alone in a darkened hall where the wedding has been called off. And that's what he believes Judaism, Torah, mitzvot, Talmud Torah gives us. That's the center of our lives. Everything else revolves around that. There's a beautiful insight by Rabbi Norman Lamm. The whole world is a wedding. Let us celebrate. Let's make sure that there is a betrothal at the center of our lives. Wishing you a great day. We'll continue with some of his Torah over the next few days. Kol Tuv.